The Lego Horse Knights Castle set has just released, and honestly, this set is better than a lot of us were making it out to be. It still has its flaws, and I'm going to show you everything you need to know in this video today. So starting off with, this is just the castle. Going around, I don't like the walls, okay? That's one of my biggest problems. They're just, a lot of them are these large wall pieces, even more back here, large wall pieces. It's just not really suits me. This upper tower area just feels very, very unfinished. It feels very weak. It does have a gate that also feels very weak. My gate does not go all the way down because I was talking on the phone while I built this and I mounted the gate backwards, but yours won't have that problem. It's supposed to go down all the way. It's supposed to be a little higher up. I just messed up. That was completely on me. But this set is modular, so I'm gonna go ahead and divide it up into its sections and show you guys those. Alright, so here's that set just divided up into its 4 modulars, and I'm just going to go in and individually review each one of these. That back section actually divides up again, but I'll get to that later. So starting off with, I'm going to start with the gatehouse. So first off, we have the gatehouse. Now, this is one of my least favorite parts of the builds. Like I said earlier, it feels very incomplete. It feels very flimsy, and this gate is also very, very weak. It does have the function that most of them have these days. Roll up and you just release this and it is supposed to go down. It still has tension on the chains because they are brand new, so it might take a little while for it to actually work its way out. But you close that and the gate is supposed to not be able to come down anymore once you have that pinned down. And then once you push it up, it can go ahead and go all the way down. The back side, very plain. These are these hinges it uses to connect to the rest of the segments. As for the tower parts, also very, very empty. I have a minifigure right here. As we can see, you can put him right there, and you can kind of put them right here. But if they have something in their hand, it is very hard to actually put them anywhere besides up here, and that just looks absolutely stupid. So we're not going to do that. You also can't really access these windows right here. I'll try to put him in there. So that is the best I could do, trying to get him in that window. And you can't even really see them from the outside. It's just very, very small. The build is very small. I do like how we get another Horse Knight shield up there. It's just overall very small. Very, very small. Next up, we have a wall segment. This is just a corner wall segment that connects to the castle. It can go on either side because of these hinges. Also, not really a lot to do with this one. It is difficult to get a minifigure in there, but you can put one in there. It is difficult, as I said. You get a barrel. I just threw all the extra feathers in there. Another piece of, we're gonna call it brown chocolate. Okay, that's chocolate. Outside we get this semi-mediocre looking tree. I don't really like how it's 3 different colors, more water along the base. A little window. I actually like the little window. It's nice. I like it. With this window, a minifigure can decently look out of it. There's nothing for him to attach to though. This tower-ish piece is a little better. You actually have a spot to put the minifigure and he can look out, and then you just get a torch to go along with that. So overall, this section, it's nice. Just kind of small, you know, but that's okay. This is solid. This is not, it's not gonna break. Okay, some pieces went flying. Those were loose pieces. It's not gonna break. This part is very solid. All right, this is the second wall castle segment. This is honestly probably my favorite part of the castle. I just really like this tower. not really much space to put minifigures on top, and you can kind of fit a minifigure inside it, but it's also a tight fit. I can try to actually, if I can try. All right, that's the best he's gonna do, and you can kind of see him from the outside. Roof looks nice. Top of the tower also looks nice. It's just kind of small. He's kind of big. He might want to sit down up there to make it look a little bit more to scale. There we go. That looks a little better. Down below, more of those little windows, more places on the back to just place your guards and minifigures, more clips, because obviously this is modular. It can hook on either side of the castle. Along the bottom, just some more green. I still don't really like how they use 3 different colors of green here. It just does not tie together very well in this build. All right, for the biggest part of the castle, we have like what I'm calling the keep area. It has this main tower build, which is a little bit fragile. I would not pick it up from this point. It will break. The best place to pick it up would be to either grab it in the middle or to grab on both sides, because this is 2 sections joined together. There's only 1 pin and 1 plate holding this thing together. So it is decently fragile. It has this nice canopy in the front. I am kind of frustrated that canopy just like stops right there and leaves a gap, but you know, it's okay. There's a little door here to get your brick built horses out from, and you can see in there is a little stable area with more of that chocolate ice cream. We have a little flag up top, another door, brick built door. I love brick built doors. These look very nice. This one, a lot of tension, but it's okay. Goes into the main hall. We have more of those hinges just to attach on the side. Up here, we have the house area. It's an interesting design. For one, I like it. It's a good use of parts. We get a chest, and in that chest we just get lots of gold pieces, chains, little crowns, stuff like that. And then that window, obviously. And this is actually the second modular part I was telling you about. It just pops off. It is like held in there by 2 studs, essentially. It comes off. There's another little tower in the top. I'll go ahead and flip this around. You just get a bedroom, a tiny little fireplace, and then you can place minifigures in this tower. Overall, not the best use of space, but it still is a nice little addition to this castle. If I turn the whole thing around, though, we can see a staircase leading up to this second level. I'm assuming this is where they would come across over into here. A semi-rough build right in here. There's not any stairs or anything. It's you can kind of see the interior structure, but that just goes in there to that house area. Upstairs we have a little bench with some writing utensils on it. We have that tower with the flag and the torch, and then down below back there we have that oven that is on both sides. On this side it has a log and a fire. On the other side it's just a pot, and then we have a anvil and a hammer. Moving on over here, we have the dining area, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this top modular off to let more light in. Dining area with a chandelier, which looks very nice. More torches in the back, some capes hanging on the wall. That is your throne for your king. I actually really like this area. It's got some flags hanging from the ceiling, gold cup, some very nice chairs. I really like this. It reminds me of the dining hall in the Lionites castle, just not as grand, but it still looks very nice. Overall, this castle set, it is a good set. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But that being said, It is very, very small. It is very fragile for the most part, and definitely not as good as the 2021 3-in-1 castle, which is now the same price. You can get this for $130. I'll leave a link in the description. And you can get the 2021 Creator 3-in-1 castle also sealed in the box for $130. Now, I feel like as far as build, the older version is much better. But when it comes to the minifigures, and we'll get to those in just a second, this one definitely has the better mini. Alright, in this set, you get 5 minifigures, 4 Horse Knights, and 1 Snake Knight. As far as Horse Knights go, first off, we just have this little commoner. He's got a I actually really like this torso. It's very simple, but it's very nice. Also, I am just now realizing I said that wrong. You get 6 minifigures. 5 of those are Horse Knights. This little guy was hiding up in the tower still. I guess we'll go with him. This is just a common Horse Knight. That face, he's got a scratch on his face and a happy expression. And then he just comes with a normal matte silver helmet with that beautiful Horse Knight emblem and those printed legs. The legs are a different color white than torso, but I believe that's just because printing a light color on a darker color, that happens a lot. On the back, beautiful chainmail design. Honestly, this figure would also go really good with the Dragonborn Paladin. If you just flipped it behind and reversed the torso, that would look very nice. Dragonborn Paladin torsos would also go very good with these Horse Knights. Either way, it's up to you. Then we have this Archer, just another one of those Horse Knight prints. This one with a blue hood, and she does have a alternate face with that little winking expression. She comes with a quiver and a bow. This is a new hood piece in blue, which looks very nice. Next up, we have the Knight. This one does not come with a chest plate, probably to emphasize that Horse Knight torso right there. This one also female with a kind of a smirk. It's got that helmet with the red feather. I don't know why it's a red feather. I would have preferred a blue feather, if I'm being honest, but that's okay. Same Horse Knight print on the back and the legs. And then last of all, we have our King. He has a different Horse Knight print, much different, much more fine and elegant. And actually, the white printing on this one is the same as on the torso. So they got the white right on these legs, but they did not get the white right on these. I don't know if that's just my copy, but this one is definitely a much brighter white than the other ones. Also, this minifigure just looks absolutely great with that blue cape. The back also looks amazing. The head, he has 2 expressions. He has that happier expression and a more serious expression. I'm also very happy to get this crown and hairpiece back. We have not had it in quite a while now. And then last of all, we have our Snake Knight minifigure. He has purple on him. I don't really care for the purple, but it's okay. He has that black helmet with the yellow feather. As far as face, he's got a nice mustache and then a scared expression with that beautiful Snake Knight shield. He also comes with an alternate hairpiece. And I'll just go ahead and put that on here, which also looks very good. There is also a female hairpiece if you wanted to use that for one of your female characters. That is available. As far as the horses, which is something a lot of people were complaining about, I really like the horses. These things are very nice. They're very, what's the word? They're thick. They will not break. These things are very, very sturdy. All the feet very articulate. I like how they design the feet to the back. The inside is actually, there's no studs to attach a minifigure. They just kind of slip inside like that, which is, honestly, it works very well. It goes deep enough where they're not going to want to fall out. And it does come with a red flag that you can attach on there. Again, I don't know why they chose red, but they did choose red. and then he can just sit back there while we move on to the Snake Knight horse. Also looks very nice. I do like the blue one much more, but this looks very good. Again, you get another yellow flag. This one, actually the correct color goes with it. Looks very nice. I'll set him back here. As far as accessories go, you get 2 of the newer long swords and 1 of the older, still long but not as long swords. And then you get 2 more of these Horse Knight shields, which look absolutely amazing. And then you just get a few of these gold coins. I couldn't fit them in the chest, but you do get those. Overall, I really like this castle. I don't like the build as much. The minifigures definitely make it worth it. And if you are using a Lego Insiders account, you can get a gift with purchase currently by buying this. Using the Legos Insiders account, I got this gift with purchase. It was free. It normally goes for $20, but it just came in free. It just looks absolutely amazing. I'm probably not going to build it. I'm probably going to leave it sealed in the box, but I was able to get that, which kind of made the price more worth it. So I would just subtract $20 since that was free. This was $110 for me. Obviously the gift with purchase won't be there for everyone, only while supplies last. You need a Legos Insiders account to get that. Overall, it's a nice set. It's not as sturdy as I thought it would be, but it definitely looks better than I thought it was. Definitely very weak in the hinge areas. It likes to just fall apart in these hinges. It also does not, on the box, it showed it closing into a complete square. This hinge back here, because of the sloped wall piece, it will not close any further than that, so it doesn't actually close into a square. I don't know if that was just my build. I haven't looked at anyone else build it online, so it might just be me building it wrong, but I just wanted to point that out. Obviously, there are other alternate builds. I couldn't buy 3 of the set and review all 3 of them, but they look very nice. I'll put some pictures on screen. Overall, I really like this set. I would probably wait for it to go on sale if I was being honest, but if you are a big Lego Castle fan, I would say you should pick it up sometime. Maybe not now, but definitely pick it up. With that, have a great rest of your day.